So since I'm trying to upload the other video and it's not working at all, it's at 6%. It's been trying to freaking upload for the past 12 hours, and the other video was uploading for like 15 hours, and it was actually somewhere in progress, and then all of a sudden it was like, and it canceled out, and it was like, oh, there's an error. So this video is basically just to recap everything I just said in the last video, plus, and I'll try to take care of this. All right. So the other day, I've been trying to call up the credit bureaus. The credit bureaus are telling me that they've not exactly seen anything like what's going on. They're saying that I have no credit history whatsoever. So then I called up the other company that looks into this, and very interesting things came out of that conversation. They turned around to me and they said, why don't you check, because maybe they're blocking your social security number itself. Now, this is really interesting due to all the other stuff I want to say in this video. So the bottom line is that immediately I'm thinking in my head IP address, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they're like, why don't you do this? And then they'll issue you this. And I'm like, wow, that would be completely in, if you know, then immediately that might not link my IP address, right? So what's interesting is that so immediately I'm saying to myself, well, that would be a real interesting thing now, wouldn't it? If they change this, then freaking the IP address might not be linked, you know? And that's amongst other things, like me opening up my mail to see that there's over 5,000 something mails that I haven't opened. So it's like, that's a lot. And you know, that, see, I've seen that before, but I just never, I'm just like, you know, I'm not going through 5,000 of these fucking things. And the point being is that I started, I'm like, you know, what the fuck, let's open up a few of these. And I started opening up a few of them, and I'm like, wow, that's really interesting, because the email addresses that are attached being sent, like, in other words, to, and then the email address, it's that those email addresses are being linked to me. And at least one so far, which is not a lot. I opened up 10 of these things. The interesting part is the one email address is a pretty difficult email address in the first place to have, okay? Due to, you can't have duplicates out there. Like, it's like you're telling me that I have, or what's being linked to my email address is one of the very first email addresses. So with that lettering, or that, you know, like, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, that's like a one out of, and maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I don't remember freaking creating this. But then there's a whole lot of a whole lot of other email addresses that seemingly, more than likely, are attached to that one, or they're abbreviations of that email address, but those email addresses are being linked to my name. So this video is 5 minutes long. That's the first part of all of that. And then to think, like, you know, I have no credit history, which is bullshit. Like, all the things that I've bought, or the things, you know, it's like I can't get nothing fucking done if I can't use what I have accumulated, or what, anything for that matter. I can't do nothing. And then when I went into I was able to open up and see, like, old addresses. Like, there are old addresses that are not attached to me. well, at least one where I haven't lived, but oh no, and the other one is in an interesting place too. So the other ones, yeah, I've lived, but then all the years and the timing of when I lived, that's all seemingly fucked up. Lived at those addresses, that seemingly is all fucked up. And then what else? Huh. This was in, I guess, a database, and I didn't even get a chance to see. But for some reason, as I was checking that stuff, it was like it booted me out of the site, and I was like, wow, that's really funny. Like, I'm thinking in my head, like, there could have been a chance that I might have been able to check and see if I could have found a way to fucking find out how many freaking email addresses have been linked so far to my name. So this is part one of this video. I'm gonna stop this and then just immediately upload a part two, due to the fact I don't know what's exactly going down with the other longer video of this, but I'm gonna keep these videos as short and to the point as possible in a series of videos. So this is 6 minutes and 32 seconds so far, 35 now. And I'm gonna stop it here, and then I'm gonna make a part two, part three, part four, whatever, and so on.